Hello and welcome back to the second hotel review I'm doing during my little stay here in Llandudno. It's this hotel directly behind me. It's the Marine Hotel. It's just gone 2 o'clock. Check-in is until 3, so I'm just going to have a word with the receptionist and see if I can check in. So check-in is 3 p.m. It was dead simple check-in, a quick signature. You do have to give a credit card details apparently to cover any breakages. Nothing's charged to your room unless they find something wrong. I'm in room 320, which is down this corridor. 320, 370, 319, so it should be just here. 321. Mind your head. I think we are on the top of the building. It's the 3rd floor. So first impression of the room, well, when you first come in, it looks a bit grubby. Paintwork looks very grubby. Just have a little look. Don't know if that's picking up on the camera, but it does look slightly grubby on the door frame, around the light switch, stains down the wall and down there as well. So it does look a bit grubby paintwork wise, but right behind the door is a wardrobe. Plenty of hangers. Plenty of storage space. Looking at the main room itself, the bedroom itself, I'm on a sea view. I'm not 100% certain if I booked a sea view. I'll let you know later on the video. But it looks fairly clean. Carpet looks clean. All the furniture matches, at least. So you have a main desk when you first come into the room, a purple chair and a purple chair over there as well. A desk, let's have a look. Is there a Bible? No, not on the desk. Let's check the kettle. Yes, that looks clean. A selection of teas and coffee, branded teas and coffee, by the way. The last hotel I stayed in didn't have a brand on any of it. Little mirror, telephone, PowerPoints, quite a few PowerPoints. I don't see any USBs anywhere in the room. Bedside table with a hairdryer. Is the other bedside table got the Bible in? I'm checking for Bibles now as well. I've added the Bibles to the list with the hairdryer. No. So you got 2 bedside tables, a large double bed, a very small TV. I don't stay in the room, so the TV doesn't really bother me. But it is a small TV, probably 19-inch. A welcome list when you arrive. Your towels. Again, as I always say, the lights in these rooms don't show the true colour of the towels. You can't really tell. They smell fresh enough. Let's try and drop that light. There we go. Get a bit of wave on the light there. So there's your bed. Another mirror. So there's the full view of the room. Doesn't look too bad. Check out the bed. Yes, pillow protectors. 4 pillows. Let's check the mattress. The creases again in there to prove that they're fresh on. Let's pull these sheets up. And there is a mattress protector. So the bed itself looks absolutely fine. Now I have had a few enquiries regarding why don't I use a blue light. Well, it's an ultraviolet light. In a certain light it will show stains and marks on walls and mattresses and in the bathroom and stuff like that. I can visually see if something looks clean enough. I don't need an ultraviolet light. The average person going into a hotel would not be carrying an ultraviolet light with them, so you can normally tell if a place is going to be filthy or disgusting. As I've said in previous videos, I am not going down that angle of cheap and nasty £10 hotels. I am looking for a reasonable hotel that gives you a good service with cleanliness and at a reasonable price. Let's have a look at the view. And there's my view. Can't argue with that. That's a nice sea view. Let's check out the ensuite. There's your sink. Sink's got a massive crack right through it. Hope that doesn't leak. Your mirror with a light. Soap dispenser. Your toilet. Nice and clean. Towel rail, I can feel the heat coming off this towel rail, that is hot. And your shower unit. Looks a bit dated, the shower unit. Now it had me thinking when I seen the sea view, did I book a sea view? And I'm just looking at the booking confirmation now. No, I booked a standard double room for single use for the one night B&B. So I didn't book a sea view, so they've obviously upgraded me to a sea view. It's a nice sea view. So let's check out the rest of the hotel. Good morning, time to go down for breakfast. I'm just looking out that window and this weather just does not want to give up. It's been raining all yesterday, all today. Weather doesn't want to give up. I brought my drone with me to do some aerial footage of the Bay of Llandudno, but unfortunately, because of the wind speeds, I can't take that up. And I did want to walk around the shops and the side streets and show you some more of Llandudno and just do a little walkabout. Can't do that because of the rain and because of the camera equipment will get ruined. Anyhow, let's go down for breakfast. Right, so my summary of the Marine Hotel here in Llandudno. I've just come back from breakfast. Unfortunately, I couldn't show you any footage of the breakfast because there was so many people in the restaurant. It was quite busy, and the food itself was covered hot plates, so I would have had to open each individual hot plate to show you the food inside, and there was a queue to get at the food. So unfortunately, I couldn't really show you that. There was plenty of fruit juices, loads of cereals, there was gluten-free food, and your usual hot breakfast as well. There was bacon, sausage, tomatoes, beans, fried bread, hash browns, the usual stuff. And I must admit, the bacon and sausage at this hotel was really tasty. You can see a difference in quality of food. So apologies for that. All I could show was the breakfast that I actually had. I didn't really have a big breakfast, I only picked a few bits. Usual tea and coffee as well. The tea and coffee is served to you. Right, the hotel itself. My room, as I said when I first came in, the decor needs probably a little lick of paint. It did look a bit dated on the paintwork. Bathroom, it's an old style bathroom. Hot water, plenty of hot water. The bed in the room itself, fine. Brilliant night's sleep. Can't argue with the sleep. I had the window wide open so I could hear, because I'm on the front of the hotel with a sea view, I could hear the waves crashing on the beach all night long. The only problem with having the window open is I got a visitor round about 5 o'clock this morning. I heard a noise and there was a seagull sitting on my window ledge. It had one leg in the room and one leg on the windowsill, and it was looking at me, but as soon as I moved it flew off. So I had a little visitor at 5 o'clock. Right, the other thing with the room is, with the building being dated, the room itself, socket wise, there's no sockets. Well, the only sockets by the bed were the sockets that the lamps were in, and you couldn't actually access that because they were deep down behind the headboard. So there was nothing round, no USB points, no sockets at all on the walls by the bed. The only sockets there were on the desk area where the kettle was. But it's a dated hotel. They'd have to rip the whole of the building out, to be honest with you, to rewire, to put points in like that. You can understand why they're not there. Bathroom, as I said, was a bit dated. Plenty of hot water, that was fine. Lovely sea view. I did book a standard room and got a sea view, so can't argue with that. The staff at the hotel, I can't complain about. From the receptionist to the bar staff, right through to the restaurant, every member of staff have been brilliant. Really nice staff. The receptionist, she filled you in with all the information. I arrived early, about 2 o'clock-ish, but unfortunately check-in is definitely 3 o'clock. But she told me to take a seat in the bar area and that she would come and find me once the room was available. She came to see me about 10 to 3 with the keys for my room. So it is definitely a 3 o'clock check-in and 10 o'clock check-out. The hotel is a dog-friendly hotel, so I must make you aware of that. I've seen about 3 or 4 dogs in my stay. There is a swimming pool as well, only a very small swimming pool. I popped down to have a quick look. It does say on the wall maximum 10 people, so it's not a very big pool. Last night there was a bingo earlier on. I didn't go to it, but there is bingo, and there was a singer on last night. She was okay. I only called in, had one drink just to take a quick video footage of the bar area, so I didn't really stay. She sang a couple of songs that I knew, but it was okay. Entertainment each night apparently. So, the price. Now, I've spoke to a few people, and some people are paid less and some people are paid more. But for me, for one night, and don't forget, I did only book a standard room and I was put in a room with a sea view. So I don't know if the room I was in would be this price. You'll have to check that with the hotel. This happens when you get upgraded, it throws out your original price to what you booked. So I paid for my standard room, one night B&B, £55.25. Now you could say, is that dear? I don't know. I don't think that's too bad, considering I've been upgraded as well to a sea view. But the interesting thing is that for two people in the standard room, you would only pay £64. £64 for two people B&B, £32 a night. I think that's a good price, especially for being on the seafront. This is a seafront hotel. Whether you've got a sea view or not, you are right on the front. Mobility access, that's the only issue I would say the hotel has. It does have a double ramp right in front of this window now that brings you up to the hotel level, and they do have several lifts that take you up to the different floors. But I did notice that the corridors joining the buildings, because I think this is probably 2, maybe 3 buildings being put together. That's only what I think. And you can see that they are all on different levels on the corridors. So as you go through one part of a building, you will have to drop down stairs, so many stairs, and then you have to come up so many stairs to get to the continuation of that corridor. So you'll have like room number 309, and then to go along the corridor to get to my room, which was 320, I had to go through a door, down about 6 stairs, back up about 6 stairs, through another door, and then onto the rest of the corridor. So mobility issue, that could be a little bit of a problem, so check that out. So I'm handing the questions over to you. Have you stayed at the Marine Hotel here in Llandudno? What do you think of the hotel? Would you stay here? What do you think of the price? Give the video a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and of course hit that notification bell. I'm moving on to one more hotel before I make my way back to Liverpool. One more hotel coming your way, watch out for that video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.